What up, gang? How are you guys doing today? What up, gang? How are you guys doing today? How's the music volume, by the way, guys? Just want to make sure that's doing okay. If it's too loud, I'll lower it a little bit. Sounds good, Trade Wop. Appreciate it, man. Demud, what's going on? Pinko, what up, what up? Buljeet, Shiv Hex, Bernatti, what up, guys? Ron, good to see you again. Zia, what up, man? By the way, man, Zia Vio, am I pronouncing that right, or is it Zaya? Zia, right? What up, Angelo? KG Trades, what up? Adam, sup? Saida, what up, what up? How goes it, gang? Whichever way. Sounds good, man. Sounds good, dude. What up, Zach? Gio. What up, man? How's it going? You guys hopping on the stream? You guys know the drill, my guys. Let's get them thumbs up going. Maybe today's the day. This is my last stream of this week, which is closing out week 7 here. Maybe we'll actually do 3 account giveaways today. Who knows? If we manage to get to 400. By the way, Buljeet, I just want to say I'm really proud of your journey, man. Just seeing your consistency. Not trying to jinx you and work up your mentals there a little bit, but you've been doing some really good work, man. Syed, no, I'm not. I'm not in anything yet. You will see. If I'm in a trade, I'll say it, and you'll actually see it on my chart. So nice, Jason. Yeah, that's why I was giving Buljeet some compliments. I just saw that she shared with me the trade she took. She took a long trade on the NQ as well, and managed to capture 2R on that trade. That was almost that's pretty banger. It's good. And she's sizing up too, even better. What up, Eldred? JTP, what up, what up? Segar. Ron, my man. What's going on, man? You guys took a trade on YM. I assume you guys are in on longs then, I guess. I take it from that conversation. Big push here. Big push here on NQ for anyone who's still in those longs. Hey, Chris. What up, what up? Did you hit your TP on those longs, Chris? I don't remember what your target was already. I know you're in NQ longs right now. Good evening, Hysterics. What up, Steve? What up, Steve? Good to see you, man. You guys know, as always, I'm going to let the gang roll in here first before I kind of go through my chart review as usual. Hey Ron, those yeah, I was just gonna actually talk about it on stream as well. I literally just scooped some up. The Alpha Future Premium Plan ones. They're basically Top Step, man. Anyone who's traded Top Step before, the plans are basically exactly the same. 3K profit target, 2K drawdown, 50% consistency rule during the eval phase, 90% profit target split. The only difference is that it's 4 minis for their 50Ks instead of the 5 minis that they used to offer with Top Step. But I did scoop up a few because Alpha Futures usually doesn't do a lot of deals. I think that like for some of you guys who are like maybe a little bit newer to prop firms, you guys might see like the usual 30%, 40% offs a lot, and you might just think like every prop firm does it, but they don't. Like Tradeify and Lucid, you might see a little bit more common 30 to 40%, right? But Alpha Futures are usually the types of props that usually only do 10% off. So whenever they do something like 25%, it's definitely worth snagging. Yeah, I still have my funded with TPT right now. I have my funded with TPT. I got about 3, I think, right? 3 TPTs funded. I have my 1 Top Step funded. What else do I have? And then I'm still waiting for my 4 Lucid Max to go live. That's still pending at the moment. That's also the reason why I don't want to scoop up too many accounts because, like, as you guys know, I don't copy trade. So if I have too many accounts, I don't even know what to do with them. Marco, what up? What up? What's going on, AXP? Armani? Doing good, guys. Doing good. Yeah, JTP's right. So you can either go with Alpha Futures 50K for $59 right now if you go for their premium plans, which is the ones I've been talking about. Or you can go for the same plans again, sorry, but you just gotta flip the switch on the no activation fee. So kind of similar to that Top Step model where if you want no activation, then you'll pay a little bit more up front, but it does save you money in the long haul. So if you know you have the consistency to pass your evals, then it's definitely worth flipping the switch and saying no to activation fees. So it's like $120 for the no activation fee accounts, whereas the regular ones are $59. So I think that if you go with the regular for $59, you end up having to pay $149 later for the activation fee. Hence why, if you have confident that you're gonna be able to pass, going the no activation fee route is definitely better. Payouts are pretty good, pretty standard run, I'd say, with their accounts. Nothing too out of the ordinary. They're pretty fast as well, pretty reputable. So. Hey, Vernati, way to go, man. Solid, 640 in the bank. You know, it's kind of crazy, too, is like what prop firms have kind of done to us is we've kind of become desensitized a little bit to the profits that we make on prop firms because, like, I know a lot of times we make $600, $500, and we don't get too excited about it. But, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know if you guys are making $500 at your day job right now, clicking buttons. So, pretty hard to beat, man. Pretty hard to beat. Billy, I don't copy trade. It's more of a mental thing for me. I just, you know, maybe after all these years, maybe I can manage it a little bit better. But I just know during the learning stages that copy trading really affected my mentals poorly. So I just choose just to avoid it completely. So as part of my system, how I rotate my accounts, how I manage my mentals, I choose not to copy trade. But many of my students copy trade. So I don't think that there's anything wrong with it whatsoever. It's definitely more of a personal preference thing. Hey, Will, good to see you, man. Hassan, good evening, my friend. That's true. My fund, the MFFU Rapid has also got their 50% off. But I think that's done now, right? I think that's done already, trade. Well, let me just double check. When does that end? Yeah, I think the flash sale is gone already. TradeWap. I don't even see it on their. I don't see it on their browser. Hey, 50x zeros. What? Well, just double checking. Are you copy trading now, or you just mean that you have multiple accounts that you're rotating between? Either way, I'm glad you're finding a rhythm for yourself, my friend. Josh, my jacked brother. Good to see you, man. So Brian, hello. Thoughts on NQ? I am going to go through the charts in a bit here, guys. About 5 minutes here, as usual. I'm just letting the gang roll in here. For those who are already here, in about 5 minutes, I'll go through the chart review on the NQ and gold. Welcome to Project 365, guys. I am Alan, Azheng Trades here, previously known as Uchiha Trades. I am the pre-London session host for Project 365. I come right after Mr. Ron G, which if you guys were on the prior stream, you already know that. And we basically stream with 5 of us as hosts. We stream about 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, it's definitely worth your gander, because no matter what session of the day you're trading, there's something for us to offer for you guys, right? So definitely drop a thumbs up on the stream as well. I'm looking to do a giveaway to the gang here if we can get to 200 thumbs up on the stream, and we will do our first giveaway. And from there on out, I'll try, based on 100 thumbs up increments, we'll see if we can push out more accounts to the gang. At any point, if the music is too loud, let me know, by the way, guys. I know some soundtracks are a little bit louder than others, so I'm just going to tag. I put my Instagram there, because I know you, what is it, Zalamatro? Yeah, just reach out to me on DM on Instagram in regards to any coaching or any form, whether it's like a full program coaching or just the one-on-one once in a while here and there. Either way, just reach out to me there, man. Steve Carrasco, my goal is always $600 a day, and it makes me nervous, and I think every day I could just make $300 and request daily with TPT. How do you try not to reach for more money and be happy? Yo, I mean, you know what? Like, there's a mental management to that, right? Like, when you have a daily payout account, you got to treat it with a level of respect. That's the first and foremost. And yeah, you know what? Like, you might feel like, why not shoot for more? I mean, the way I look at it is that the longer your trade is exposed to the market, the higher probability that it's going to work against you as well. And again, assuming that you don't really know your expected value either at that time. So personally, if you can take $600 a day, every single day, I mean, really just that adds up, right? Like, I think it's kind of crazy too. That's what I mean by that, is that, like, I think we've kind of desensitized ourselves a lot on a TPT account. If you think about it, if you can withdraw $300 a day, 5 days a week, that's $1,500. That's $6,000 a month USD. That's life-changing money being made, right? So, anyways, just my personal opinion is that I don't think you need to be overshooting yourself in any way or form. Mind you, if the chart tells you that there's an opportunity, then take the chart. But your dollars are honestly completely irrelevant when it comes to it all. Yeah, Josh. Yeah, to your point, 100%. Because you scaling and copy trading accounts when you're not ready just simply means you're scaling your probability of blowing your accounts as well. Jaza, good to see you, man. Alir, hello, hello. Cool. 50x. Does that, if I'm understanding it correctly, so you're rotating accounts like I am? Is that my understanding? Is that just because you mentioned the aspect of cooling down? So, what up, Zach? Brian, what up? What up? We'll do the chart review in a minute here. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw my story, but I went to McDonald's to grab a orange crafted soda. This basically tastes like an orange creamsicle. My next trip, I have a couple local trips planned across the country. Got some weddings to attend to this year. Other than that, I think US-wise, I think the family and I, we might hit up San Fran for the first time. We're thinking about going to San Francisco near the end of the year here. But our big trip next year will be Italy and France. That's where the family and I are looking to go. Zach, not so much. I wouldn't say that. I mean, I actually find that leading into the London Open, it usually is pretty like boring and slow. What I find is the London Open for the first 2 hours is kind of where it's at. So that would be 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's actually the pretty solid period. What's the sunset in the west over there? 10 p.m. still sunny? Oh, hell no. I mean, it's 10 p.m. right now. I think you guys can see outside my window. It's like dark outside. Sunset was like down probably like a couple hours ago. Yeah, I think we're planning to go there just to visit because we've never been there. I believe the oldest Chinatown is in San Fran as well, which would be kind of cool to see just culturally speaking. And then I think we're potentially looking to hit up Legoland as well. So How long is my average trade time once I enter? I mean, I could totally actually just show you that. Average trade time, you'll see here. This is my trader stats. 19 minutes for this month so far. I would skip the last month because the last month is a little bit inaccurate, just because I was doing a lot of scalping demonstrations and what have you. 17 minutes the month before, 32 minutes, 36 minutes, right? 28 minutes. So that's the average trade, and that's based on all the trades that I've taken. I can't pronounce your Korean username, so hopefully you understand what I mean by that when I shared with you. What up, MobX? I have not talked about Vladopia. I have not talked about continuation or not, but it is Friday, and we'll have to see what kind of action happens tonight. If we manage to break all-time highs tonight, that'd be pretty sweet. And if that's the case, I don't know. I don't like to speculate too much. If we do break all-time highs and we come out to New York session and we have some bearish action, I'd probably watch and see how we kind of pull back to this 378 area and see if we can kind of continue up from there. I haven't decided where I'm going to visit in Italy yet, but one of my best friends actually is from the south in Bari, so we'll probably head up the south, but we'll go to a lot of different places. I actually, believe it or not, the inspiration for going to Italy was actually from my childhood days. One of my favorite video games of all time was Assassin's Creed, and specifically the Ezio collection, so the whole Brotherhood, Revelations, and all that. That's actually what inspired me to actually want to visit Italy, and I also love Italian food in general, so... And look at that, 50x just said it. Bari, 100%, man. Yeah, most of my streams do end around that time just because of my time zone right now where I am. Because it's actually pretty late for me already, too. And I wake up really early in the morning for work. What up, Rye Guy? Renati, I mean, you can't be surprised anymore. You've been on a lot of my streams now. What's going on, Jake? What do you make of this NQ chart? The longs look decent here. You know what? I think that I'm going to put a pause on some of the questions that you guys got here. I'm going to come back to them. I am going to go through the chart review now, just because it is past 10:15 here. So before I kind of get started, as usual, welcome to Project 365, guys. I'm about to go through the chart review of both NQ and gold. If this is your first time here, drop a like and subscribe on the stream. It does help us a lot. We're trying to really broaden our reach as the 5 hosts of Project 365 are streaming 10 hours a day. So whether no matter where you are around the world, I think we have something to offer you guys. Whether you're new, you're experienced, come hang, share it definitely with the gang. But with that said, I'm going to hop right into the trade review, okay? So we'll start off with the NQ since we're already here. As usual, we'll kind of go into the larger time frames. If you guys remember what I said in the stream yesterday, I said that we were maybe having the potential to close the gap off, and clearly NQ does not want to do that because we just ended up just holding and pushing back forward upwards, which is not a bad thing to see. We're just we might break all-time highs, which I think is what the speculation is right now from the group. After our daily bearish spinning top there, we ended up finishing off the day on a daily failed to go lower, and so that does make me feel like we have potential to keep moving higher. Again, we will never know what session that happens in, but I think we are positioned nicely to break and set new all-time highs going into tomorrow. Obviously, we have to always keep an eye on news because anything from the news can obviously change the very course and fabric of what the chart's doing, which is the reason why a lot of times when people ask me to like do a pre-forecast watch list, I don't like doing that because, I mean, I don't know what could happen, and anything can happen with that said. So, and then on the hourly time frame right now, I kind of just marked this just as the low. There's no specific significance to this channel other than the fact it's the low of the Asia session. So I just want to have that just so I can see that. As of right now, we're holding between 2 levels at the moment. Definitely would like to see us break back above Globex. Now, if I zoom into the smaller time frames here, essentially what I would like to see here, because we're not successfully breaking out of the level here, right? I'd like for us to really break above. If we want longs, I'd like for us to break above Globex and to continue higher. That would be the most ideal situation in my personal opinion. Otherwise, right now, I mean, we have a very good possibility that we might just pull back down. So I'd be open to some 1R short trades and 2R long trades. And I say that because, of course, short trades might not be the highest probability considering what the larger time frames are looking like right now. I'm always open to scalping 1R trades. I don't want to say scalping. I just call it scalping because it's quicker than my usual trade. But I'd be open to 1 hour short trades. And I think you guys have seen it too. I mean, 1 hour short trades do have their probabilities. Ron, I don't know if you're still here, but these last 2 streams I've been full porting actually evals at the very end of the stream just for shits, and so far we're 2 for 2. So we'll see about tonight. But anyways, yeah, for my thought process is I'm looking for us to long more than anything. If I'm looking for more than 1 R multiple on the given trades. So yeah. Anyways, that's on the NQ right now. I'll go into obviously deeper of how I'm gonna trade the day itself, but that's just my long thesis right now. Maybe I'll just draw it out here as well from a short thesis perspective. If we just fail right now, I would look for us to tag come down here, right? And see if we could do that, assuming we come down right now. Otherwise, the other scenario could be that we can push up and reject Globex and do the same thing. Like, those are a couple scenarios that I could potentially see us playing out. But we'll come back to the NQ chart in a bit here. Let's go to the gold chart, guys. I know my man Josh banked on gold today, so congratulations, Joshua Lee, who's on in the chat right now. He had a banger short trade, or banger trade, sorry, just in general on gold. On the weekly, let's take a look here. What are we looking at here? A lot of buying strength coming up. I mean, you saw that we were breaking down here. We tagged the kind of crazy to think about this now, but let me just delete that. You guys remember what I said on yesterday's stream, right? I said that I would look for this gold to come down and tag the 4,400 level or my 4388 AOI in that channel spot. And essentially we came down there. That's exactly what we did. And we ended up bouncing all the way back up here. So we're going into Friday now. I mean, anything can happen. This is where it gets really tricky on gold just by looking at the larger time frames here, because naturally when I look at this, I'm looking for longs and I'm screaming for longs here because we've tagged a very key spot on the chart and we potentially have some follow through here. Now, of course, we have some levels and what have you above us here that it's going to be a little risky. I think with any trade I take with gold today leading into tomorrow, I'd be fairly careful with how I take them, just because I honestly have a bias for both. Overall, I think we're bearish on when I'm like zooming out. But if I was simply looking at the daily time frame, it does look like we have potential to pull up here. Maybe we pull up and set another lower high before we continue lower, but it does look like we can move up here. On the hourly time frame as well, the last hour we just closed off bullish, and we're about almost half an hour into this hourly candle. And you know, again, you know, I mentioned this before as well. If I were to look at a Fibonacci retracement spot, I'd look at the 50% spot, right? So if that were to be the case, right here would essentially be our 50% retracement. So maybe we come back tag down there before we continue higher, but it does look like we want to go higher. I'd be shocked if this candle reverses and goes lower from here. And I'm just leaving that Fibonacci there just as a point of reference. But definitely want to see us get back above the level here. If we can get a hold, I'd watch to see if we can make our move to the upside from here. We have to be cognizant. I mean, we have our Asia highs up here, which I'll just draw a channel here again just to give a visual point of reference for the gang here. But definitely, I would expect a little bit of a pullback. Would be great if we can continue higher in that regard. We'll see. Don't want to speculate all too much. But interesting to see here as well is that when you take a look at that 50% retracement spot right here, just gonna change the color of that so I can differentiate my spots here. Oops, wrong color. You can see here that we did end up hovering above that area. So we'll see. We'll see what gold does. Right now, it looks like it's not getting a lot of follow through in the buys. So we'll just have to kind of keep watch for now. What happened to my text here, guys? Oh, sorry. My texts are not on this, that's why. Silly me, silly me. My texts are on the other tab. I am going to delete these lines because they are quite messy to have staying on the chart. But that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm just going to go through the chat again, guys, because I know I missed some questions. That's pretty cool, Hassan. I assumed you meant to say you lived in the south there. Yeah, I've been told south of France and Italy are basically like the global leaders of food. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Yeah, I've heard pickpocketers are a huge thing in Italy. Yes, Johns, you know what I'm talking about, man. That Assassin's Creed franchise was by far the best. Not even a question. If I had the time to play games and binge a game again, I'd totally play the remastered graphic version of it. Renati, I appreciate it, man. For trading view, it's all a matter of preference, Mobx. It depends on what you trade. I pay for the fully loaded version of Trading View, and I usually always buy them during the Black Friday period, just because I personally do trade a lot of different things, so I don't want to be held back in any way. Ron, don't judge me for being a degen at the end of every stream. I blame the chat. I take no accountability. Wandering Wealth. No, I actually don't use Fibonacci really ever. I just know that a lot of people will ask me like questions like, hey, Alan, how would you use this? And either my answer is going to be, if I were to, this is what that would look like, or I would just simply say I don't touch it at all. Like some people have asked me about Bollinger Bands. I have no idea how to use them, so I don't use them at all. Thoughts on Hans Kim? Hans Kim. What is that? Daniel, but that's just it, right? I mean, I think anybody who wants to predict the market is gonna have a hard time dealing with bias, right? Like for me, how I stay flexible and nimble in the market is having a trade plan for everything: longs, shorts, range, or walk away. Stay cash, right? I know Ron talked about this on his streams before too, about staying cash is king sometimes, you know? What do I think about Micron, the next $1 trillion stock? I don't know too much. I don't think too much about Micron all too much. But I mean, I think anything that's playing in the AI and chip sector is gonna kill it. Yeah, Pinko, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, those are the more high tourist spots, right? So that makes sense. Yeah, Joshua knows what I'm talking about. I mean, I think you've heard me talk about stuff like that before too. I like to watch how price reacts, and I will react to the trade itself as well. I don't like to predict where the market's going. More often than not, that bias ends up killing me. No, my trading hours is actually usually when Ron streams. I usually trade during the Asia session. But the thing about that is that I can't stream that session personally because usually when I'm trading, I'm also juggling like work. Like I'm usually at my desk, catching up on emails, doing work, organizing myself for the next day. Sometimes could even be with my kids. So that's usually when I trade the most. This period normally actually would be where I would be doing a lot of my deep project work for like business if I wasn't streaming. So this was really the best time for me to stream uninterrupted. Because I know with streaming, I mean, you're not going to want to just watch me stay quiet the entire stream, right? So that's why I want to make sure that I have the availability to engage with you guys. Am I a Pokemon gym leader? What does that mean, man? I haven't played Pokemon in so long. Old days. Ton 1, I couldn't. I don't know why my account, since I got capped out last year, and maybe it's because I got capped out so long ago, and I haven't really pushed it, but I can't join the league. It actually says my account's inactive, even though it says they accepted my application. When I actually try to get into the broker, it says that it's inactive. So I wasn't able to participate. I would have loved to though. Would have been fun. And Darkness. I'm looking forward to trading like ticker names on futures once that comes out. If you're asking me about options, Tesla was always my baby. So if Tesla and SpaceX merges, I don't know. That's a whole different beast in itself. Yogesh, how many giveaways? That's all up to you guys, man. I mean, I think that depends on how many thumbs up we can get. we haven't even gotten to the first 200 thumbs up yet. So at this point, apparently nothing. I want to give some accounts out, but that's up to you guys. You guys can decide that for me. Yeah, I don't know too much about that type of stuff. More money, I can't speak to that. I'm up a few thousand on a 50K account. I just need 2 more days of $200. Not to get paid anyways. I don't want to fuck it up. Water and wealth. I can tell you right now, those 2 days, those $200, it doesn't matter at all. Not important. You need to wipe that out of your mind. Just focus on the trading the chart, brother. Don't let those little arbitrary numbers impact your trading. Just remember, the chart doesn't care about your trading, your minimum trading days or your minimum trading profits. Trade the chart. Do what you've done. Whatever got you to this point, just keep working at it, man. Eliminate those thoughts. Yeah, I mean, you know what? If you're on the other side of the world, I guess it makes sense. This is a good time to hop on stream. It's true, Josh. It's true. Bro, make giveaway on screen. What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. What do you mean, Ujwa? If I'm pronouncing your name right. Hopefully I'm not butchering your name. So you can see here, this price action is pretty like, meh. Like, no interest in taking this at all. It's just ranging. But it does look like we're failing this area, though. AXP. You're shorting. I think you were shorting. What is it? What ticker were you guys in again? Were you guys trading YM? AXP? Oh no, you're shorting. You're shorting NQ. $33.50. Damn, you shorted the top AXP. How are you still in that trade? Haha, Keki. Happy to have you here, man. Happy to have you here. Globex is the opening print of the futures market. Opens at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every single day. Seriously, AXP Diamond Hands. Urge to trade, yay! You've got a hold of some secret sauce there, man. It's gonna be good. Rewatch it as many times as you need, man. A lot of good tidbits there, and I think that like every single time you go through the video as you trade, I actually look at like sometimes when you reread class content. It can be super helpful as you trade. You kind of reread it again because it's kind of like reading a book, right? You read the same book multiple times at different points in your life, and you'll take up different things from that book, right? So I look at going over the mastermind class, the same thing. I just prefer NQ over ES because that's where I started. So honestly, there is no reason other than just comfortability. I've become accustomed to trading NQ, and I've practiced it for longer, so it's just one I want to stick with. AXP, would it upset you if I took a long an NQ then? Trade futures that is self-funded. Nope, I don't trade self-funded futures, guys. If I trade my own capital, I trade options. And BR8L, yes, this is live. Nope, Globex is every single day, Town 1. Every single day. Oh yeah, gold's at the 50% retracement. That's a pretty harsh 5-minute fail to go higher candle there on gold. This might come down. I don't use volume Keki. I don't. I have it there. I just like to glance over it at it once in a while, but it doesn't play a heavy role in my trading though. WZQC. First and foremost, I'm not Rake. I don't know if you know, but the thumbnail image of Rake is very much different for me. But with that said, it all depends on you, man. It all depends on you. What works? What is important to you? I pay for all the data that I need for trading things like the NQ, commodities, and those type of things. And I also have the full pro. I pay for the most expensive program as well, because I use all of the charts as much as possible. So again, because I make way more than enough to cover the cost, I have no issues with it. But if you're cost conscious and you're not going to use all of the bells and whistles that come with every package, then just pick and select what makes the most sense for you, man. Chilean, if you were to start with options, I would say probably like $2,000 to $3,000 probably would be a good number. And if you were to have like $2,000 to $3,000 to self-fund options, you'd be trading names like Apple. What is that other name called? Bank of America. Like Google, I think was one of them too. Like just the ticker names that have like more price affordable contracts. Otherwise, if you want to trade things like Tesla, you're definitely going to want like a $5,000 account size or something, just because the tickers are so much more expensive. Just to give you a perspective here, if you were to like buy a weekly expiration on Apple, you could probably get it between like $1 to $2, whereas like Tesla would be like $5 to $6. Now again, obviously it depends on strike price and yada yada yada, which I won't go into too much detail, but Tesla is just more expensive than like Apple and Bank of America. Yes. No glowbacks on Fridays and Saturdays. Glowbacks basically for any market, any time period that the market's open is when it applies. I know I do say that I'm a banana, but as much as I want to think that I look like a relative of Rakes, I'm definitely not. Hey, Deco. Indicabo? Hopefully that's your name. Don't want to butcher your name too. Doing good, man. Hope you're doing good. I only trade in the New York session only if a student asks me to do one-on-ones with them. Otherwise, I don't. Just because it's like it doesn't work for me. I barely sleep as it is. With that said, though, Ron, if you're still here, do you ever trade the New York session? Actually, I don't think I've ever asked you. NQ Skrilla. Technically speaking, if you take advantage of the Discord with the Rake Trades Discord, you will actually be able to take advantage of the auto level. But then again, I mean, that's up to you too. That's assuming that that's something that you want. I personally like to manually mark my levels just because I like to wax on, wax off of that. Thanks, Ali, for tagging that on the Discord. Indeco, I just use my bank, man. When I trade options, I just use my personal bank. I don't use any specific, but I know Interactive Brokers is one of the most popular. When I trade Tesla, I just trade it as is. I don't use any specific things like butterflies or spreads. I just take 2 strikes out, short or long, and I let it run. I only day trade. I don't swing trade. There might be the rare occasion that I'll swing a trade overnight if we have a massive move, but otherwise I don't. Okay, cool, Kyle. Thanks. My man Ron G rotated into oils. I'm from Vancouver on the West Coast. Yeah, Ron, because I was going to be worried for you, man. If you're up for my stream and you're also trading New York, my man literally does not sleep. Yeah, Ron, I agree with you, man. This is our session, man. Like honestly, all my success, like 90 north of 90% of my success last year came from trading Asia to London. New York had very little to do with my success last year. I don't know much about options. Do you go short? Trading options is no different than trading. If you're asking about directions, it's no different from trading futures. It's the same thing. If you want to long the NQ, you want to short the NQ. In this case, do you want to long QQQ options or short at QQQ options? How much motion do you have, man? What does that mean? I'm sorry for. I don't know if that's like a word that I should understand, but I'm a little bit of an old fart. What's going on, Devon? I have no idea what Revolut is, Keki. I don't know what that is. I trade gold as a futures, yeah. I don't trade gold as a forex though, if that's a thing. If there's a difference, I don't know anything about forex. It's official. My man Ron does not sleep. Zoltan, I'm online until up until the London opens, essentially. Honestly, if you're working a 9 to 5, don't trade during your period of work. I'm for me, I don't like to half-ass stuff, right? Like I'm all about like if you're gonna be at your job or you're gonna be in your your career, whatever it may be that's paying your bills, do your best work there, right? Like focus on that, drive that hard. I think that's important. And then that way, when you come back and you sign off and you focus on trading, you can put all your energy into that as well. Brian Gillen, hey man, cool. A business question. You know what? I think in the early days, what you don't know is what you don't know, which is the reason why you'll start asking all these questions about what you want to do with your business. Just know it. Know your industry, right? Study your industry. Know your flaws, your ups and downs. Understand your competitors, your cost. I thought a lot of times when it comes to business, understanding your competitive environment, understanding your cost analysis, your overhead, and the resources that are required. Also understanding the roadmap, right? Do you understand how much liquidity you have for the aspect of your business? Is it a 1, 2, 3, 4 year run? I think a lot of people often miscalculate the amount of liquidity required to run a business, and because of that, it ends up costing them everything. So I don't know. That's my like me giving you like my high level summary of thoughts on the business question. I don't trade BTC, Mr. Shane Pinky, so I can't speak to that one too much. Revolut, Neobank, it's shit. Oh, okay. I think someone else asked about that same ticker, Jolo. I don't really look at. I haven't traded other names and options in a very long time because when I used to trade options, I only traded Tesla and SPY. So interesting, Kyle. I've never really heard of that terminology. I'm 34, Ramoy. Gold futures. I mean, if you're trading a prop firm, you just got to make sure that the prop firm allows gold as an option to trade. Harith, I don't know what kind of account you have, but protect yourself, my friend. If you have money to withdraw, you should probably withdraw some of that. To be honest, just remember that unless the money is in your account, it's not real, man. Anything can happen. You can have an accidental open order, or you can revenge trade. You can spiral. You're asking the person who trades TPT religiously. I take my payout anytime I can. I do long-term invest into stocks, but nothing fancy. I don't have any fancy portfolio. Just the usual stuff. Yes, yes, JTP. If I remember correctly, Alpha Futures, after you pass the account, you can activate it same day. Kareem, I've been trading for about a little over 5 years now. Coming on 6 years. Mind the day for the newcomers. Yeah, Project 365. It's basically Rake Trade's vision on a piece of paper here. There's 5 of us as host. We stream 10 hours a day, 5 days a week, and our goal here is really just to connect with the trading community and broaden our reach. Kind of share our trading styles, talk about trading, kind of build community, and we do giveaways like every one of our streams. So if you are wanting to learn trading or want to just kind of chat about trading, maybe your experience, you just want to hang with like-minded people, we're here for you, man. Drop a like and subscribe on the stream, man. Yeah, Tesla options for my bay, man. What is the silver's ticker on Tradeovate? Every time I looked it up, the charts are hella distorted and the price doesn't match my trading view. You know what it is because when you're doing it on trading view, you're using the one that's basically has the contract rollover onto it. You have to know exactly what the code is. Kind of like I don't even know what it is right now for NQ. Like I just usually NQ1, but technically speaking, it's like NQM or NQB or whatever it may be. Like it depends on the contract at the time. Do I ever revenge trade? Not really anymore. I used to. I'm pretty good about walking away now, to be honest. When I lose a trade, I just call it, man. Where should a beginner start? YouTube has a lot of good information, man. I would say, you know what? Find some good books to read because I think the technical aspect, there's a lot of good things out there. YouTube, depending on if you're in a budget avocado, like I honestly, if I could turn back time, if I could say like, hey, you know what, Alan, if you go through all over again, if I had the chance to pay to work, like, because I joined the Lifetime Mastermind with Jake many years ago, but if Jake had an option to spend one-on-one time with me, I would have totally gone for that. Now in hindsight, because the reality is that there is so much information. There is a lot of free knowledge on the internet, just like these streams, a lot of free knowledge. But if you are a blank canvas and you've never traded before, that blank canvas can also become a detriment because there is such thing as paralysis by analysis. Sometimes being able to just find someone that you can work with also helps kind of cut down your learning curve so they can actually kind of walk you through exactly where to start. But to be honest, Avocado, YouTube has so much free information, man. These streams alone. If you sub to the stream and just hop on all of the Project 365 hosts, I'm sure you can learn along the way. How to relearn price entries and getting in at a good position. I mean, that's very subjective to the strategy and style, right? Breakout trading, break and retest trading, continuations, reversals, orb strategies, 90 EMAs, VWAPs. That's a very big broad question, unfortunately, my friend. Konnichiwa. What's up, Vicky? Aloha, good to see you, man. Jolo, it's as simple as just P&L watching, man. You're trading the chart. You gotta wipe that out, man. The P&L is just no. That will always distort you. David, welcome. Glad to have you here, man. If you haven't subscribed already, man, we stream all day long, so there's lots of other sessions you can hop on as well. What's my bias in NQ? Range. I actually am expecting range right now. I did a chart review earlier on, so you're probably just hopping onto the session here, the scalper. I have reasons for long, shorts, and range. As of right now, since we've started the stream, it's been almost an hour, and we haven't gone anywhere. We're literally stuck in range right now. So not really interested in taking anything at the moment. Overarchingly, though, I'm looking for longs on NQ. Josh, it's true, man. Hey, I realized that we are at 200 thumbs up now, gang. Okay, I'm just going to go through a couple of these questions, and I'm going to start the giveaway, okay? Give me a second, guys. Harith, I'm curious what's making you want to stay at just Pro, but yeah, if you hit 10K in one day, you automatically get moved to Pro Plus. What the Forex Burkers? NQM6, that's what he said. That's what it is. I did not trade crypto. No. I had Ethereum a little bit here and there, but I did not trade crypto. I don't trade things I don't understand. Copy trading, you'll need to use a different program to do that. I don't think you can copy trade through TradingView. I'm probably the wrong person to ask to because I don't copy trade, so. I trade NQ, Ahmed. But I usually recommend people trade MNQ if you're still learning. No, I don't play poker. I'm not good at gambling. I mean, I guess poker is a little bit different than playing like slot machines, but I don't gamble though. Lisa, how's it going? Yeah, it's true, man. All these streams that we're hosting, they're like free, they're like mini mentorships. It's true. Yeah, I know. We got to 200 pretty quick tonight. That's good. I want to start this giveaway, but y'all like, you guys are pummeling this chat right now. Okay, I am gonna start the giveaway, guys, because I don't want to hold this up. I know some of you guys are waiting for this right now. Just gonna set up the bot here, guys. Give me a sec here. I've used Apex before, make it 3 yards. I maxed out with him. I can't trade with him anymore. But I had a good time back then. That was like last year. I maxed out with Apex like back in like August of last year. Yeah, I mean, range trading, trend trading. I mean, you can either trade both or just learn that one style is not your style and just walk away, right? What up, Adam? You know why the fills are easier on Simharith? It's because you're not actually live on the network. I don't copy trade because of mentals. I don't like losing on 5 accounts all at once. It's a killer. All right, if I missed your question, by the way, I apologize because I am gonna start the giveaway here. So any questions that I may not have asked, you guys can ask in later on. I'm just gonna type it here. So to participate in the giveaway, thumbs up on stream, and type enter into the stream. Okay, that's what you got to do. The bot has begun. Zach, I did see your question, so I'm going to answer the question since it's the last question I saw before the spamming began here. When I was trading with Apex, I had already hit, like back then when you hit your 6th payout, they actually freeze you from buying more accounts. And so the idea is that you kind of just keep trading the accounts that you have. And so since after I took my uncapped payout, which was about $80,000, not including the other 10-some thousand dollars that I had withdrawn prior already, I blew the account after I had withdrawn all that. So I wasn't able to buy more accounts. And since then, I've basically been kind of put in that limbo state. Now they are starting to move traders live now, and I know there's someone from Apex that's looking into that for me right now as well. I haven't really pushed it too much, but where I am locally in Vancouver, Canada, I don't actually have the option to move live with most prop firms because of the basically the way the Ninja Trader or whatever their agreements are. They don't have anything that offers live trading for my part of the geography. So yeah, hence why I've been maxed out with a lot of prop firms like My Funded Futures, Tradeify, Apex, Funded Futures Family, Lucid. Like that's why I haven't been able to, right? But right now with Lucid Max, it looks like they're potentially trying to move me live with Rhythmic, which I've never really liked, but we'll see. I'm still pending nevertheless, though, so I'm kind of just waiting at this point. I'm gonna take a stab at shorts right now, since I'm waiting for the giveaway bot to complete anyways. We got about 2 minutes left here until the giveaway is pushed out. If you guys are typing in questions right now, it's spamming so hard I won't be able to read them, so I will answer the questions later on with the gang. All right, you guys can stop spamming now. I'm gonna move that out of the way. All right, we're gonna announce the winner here, guys. Let's see what it is. We got Tony172. Tony172, you here? I think this is absolutely a record viewer, Alman. Hey, Tony. All right. There is my Instagram. Just DM me on Instagram and I will send you the code for the 50K count. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. Leo, I just have a rule that basically for myself, I just, after 1 or 2 trades, I flip to the next account. Win or lose, I just switch. I just cycle through them. $350, guys. We're gonna do $350 for this. I think we can do it with all the people that are on the stream right now. I don't think there's any reason why we can't hit $350, gang. Let's get it, guys. All right. I know that there were a spam of things, so now I can answer some questions. If there was any question that you guys asked that I haven't answered because it got cut off by all the spamming, ask away. Big boy, it's been good. It's been tiring, but it's been good. Good morning, Rob. Hassan, yeah, when I take evals, I do generally risk more just because, like, I don't go through the, you know, the works of patiently trading them just because I already know my expected value as a trader, so I rather just get to fund it and trade them more seriously out of the gates as fast as I can. Giveaway comment. Oh, haha, good call. Thanks, Ron. What are we doing on gold right now? Ooh, gold's moving. Gold's pumping. Who's in gold? Anyone on gold longs right now? Peony Baloney. You can DM me on Instagram, my friend, if you got questions about that. What's the maximum cap in Funded Futures Family? Which plans? So I traded with Funded Futures Family back when they just started. So the plans I used to trade don't even exist anymore, and all the rules have changed since I've last traded with them. So honestly, I don't really know their most updated details to that. We've just been ranging, man. We've just been ranging on the NQ. Getting some volume here with this last hour before the London opens. Yeah, big boy. Overall, I'm still bearish on gold, but that doesn't mean that we can't catch some intraday strength. Yeah, I would love NQ to get some follow through for longs. I don't want longs though until we can break out. Like we've just been ranging, so just not interested in taking longs right now. What are the odds London triggers the 4 and we rip to the moon? Hey, possible, man. You guys were doing a giveaway, and I just want to punch some buttons in. We were ranging either way, to be honest. Like I said, the entire stream so far, I would have just kept my hands free from clicking a button if I was trading myself, just because we're just ranging right now. So I don't have a reason to long. I don't have a reason to short. I just looked at that and said, you know what? Looks like we're kind of holding this wall here. Maybe we might be able to get a little bit of a breakdown before we go higher. Used to have the worst entries, then took a picture of you and on the shorting on green and long on red. I have ultimate target 614. 614 for NQ longs, I presume, right? Allie. Nah, man. I'm just drinking my McDonald's drink. This is the Orange Dream crafted soda. Romaine, yes. I don't trade any differently. All 3 sessions, I trade the same. I manage risk differently, but otherwise everything else I trade the same. Philosopher, have you seen Rig Trades' Interstellar parody on Buy the Dip? If you haven't, it's worth a watch. What's gold doing now? Dr. Berto, the success rate of a trader to use it as a long-term career is a very statistical low one, I would say. It doesn't mean you can't do it. It's just statistical low one. And I say that because I think just like in entrepreneurship, most people think it's easy to be an entrepreneur, to be their own boss, but the reality is that it's not. It is not easy. Most people fail as entrepreneurs, actually. So it's not. But then, with that said, though, just because that is the case doesn't mean you shouldn't be an entrepreneur either. It's just that you have to know that there's a lot of tough difficulties that come with it. I think people underestimate how difficult trading is, and that usually becomes their shortfall, right? Also, a lot of people have a lot of like pride and ego and all that stuff, which really stands in the way of their success. Jolo, OP is in like opening print. Is that what you're referring to? Yeah, Chris knows where it's at, man. In like downtown Vancouver, statistically, businesses churn every 2 years, which is kind of a sad thought when you think about it that way, but it's the truth. Yeah, Jolo. In terms of that, well, technically speaking, we have Globex opening print, right? We have the Globex opening print, and we have New York opening print still. So I still reference them. The new Oak Ridge Mall was packed, Amon. It was packed. Believe it or not, I got there at a good time. We couldn't even park in the parking lot. It was an absolute clusterfuck. Like, we actually parked like blocks away and we walked over. But even though it was so bad for us, it was actually worse before us and it was worse after us. Like, we got into the food court and we still had to wait an hour and a half just to like get our food after we've paid. But it was actually crazy because when we left the food court, there was actually a lineup to get into the food court. We're not even talking about ordering food yet, just to get in. So Amon, my words of wisdom is avoid the mall, honestly, until the hype dies down. It's wild. It was like, I know today was the first day, man, but it was like a Thursday lunch, man. Like, it's wild. There were so many people that actually said they actually took the day off just to visit the mall. Crazy. Chris trades speaking the facts. Yeah, man. Same thing. Starting a business, man. Especially with bricks and mortars too. Negative cash flow for the first few years, man. The life. Options, yes, I use the same strategy. I just account for strike price and variables into that strategy. But yes, it's the same. I just flip trades, man, Jonathan. I just go through, I rotate my accounts. Like this trade, for example, if I fail this trade right now, I technically have one more bullet in the chamber before I rotate this account to another account. And I just kind of keep going that way. That's how I keep my accounts alive. There you go. Just got stopped out there on that trade. So I just basically wait now and see what we do. See if we can get some follow through here. Maybe we get some break and retest for longs here. I mean, I'd be interested in doing that. The Eldred Powers, are you from Vancouver? Oak Ridge Mall basically opened a type of food court where it's like a food hall where there's like a lot of different kinds of culinary, like cuisine and what have you. So it's like a higher end food court essentially. And it's like based on like all of the most local Vancouver restaurants that are kind of like well renowned and stuff like that. Like Vidges has a Indian food restaurant in there. Ask for Luigi has a pasta restaurant that's in there. The pizza place I had was like, what is it called again? I can't remember what the name of the pizza place we call it anymore. But all these places though, they're all unique in that regard. That's why people want to try it out. Jane Bond strategy wise, I mean high level because like honestly, I can go on forever about it. I could trade trends and ranges. I'm a bar by bar fanatic. Market structure is important to me. Multi-time frame analysis, top-down analysis. I'm in terms of risk management wise, I'm very binary in the way that I take my risk. I leverage indicators like the VWAP, 200 EMA, 90 EMA, depending on which time frame I use it on. Yeah, that's kind of like the gist of it. Do I set daily loss limit? Nope, I do not use daily loss limit on my accounts. Not that I don't recommend. It's not that I don't suggest it for others. I just don't use it personally. I don't need a DLL to stop me from trading. Like I know when to stop, so I'm content with it. Orange County, California, yeah. What do I think about gold right now? Oh yeah, double top. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think that's a good probability on gold. Maybe a little bit late for me to take a stab at that now, though. But no, I don't think trading options is ever a good idea for anybody, to be honest. If you struggle to trade futures now, you're going to struggle trading options. Options is far more difficult than futures. No, I do not place reverse orders with my stop. And 1 HP asked a really good question there. The reason why I don't set reverse orders with my stop is because just because you get stopped out and that your trade thesis is invalid, it doesn't mean that the opposite direction is valid. And so my thought process on that means that essentially is that just because there's no short doesn't mean there's a long. Like when you look at the NQ and the entire time that's been like that, like I'm not interested in much because it's just ranging. So in reality, the best move is to just stay cash in that situation, right? Waiting for retest on gold. Need to see a candle close up here and with long NQs and a channel going up. 0 DTE. Yep, not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. But you can make some lucrative money trading 0 TTEs. Yeah, options is tough, man. I would say that like it's best to trade futures first and then hop into options after the fact. There's almost 400 of you guys on the stream right now. Let's get 49 more thumbs up here, guys, so we can do another giveaway for the gang. It was the same thing for me, Zero. I actually started off with small caps first, and then options, then futures. And now, after trading futures, I will definitely say futures is a lot easier than options. I'm not saying that futures is easy. It's just easier than options. Options is far more difficult, in my opinion. Yeah, the drink's pretty good, man. If you like orange creamsicle, man, it's pretty solid. It's like a carbonated orange drink with like the cream foam. It's pretty good. Yeah, people be killed by Greeks on futures, that's for sure. Retest, I'm open for 2 minute candle bounces or rejection. I have never traded order flow before, but it sounds like it's a very high probable thing to integrate into trading systems, so that you may have already. Alan, would the break of this 5-minute potential inside bar not be a good area to go along with a stop loss just below the 5-minute? You could. It's not a style that I would take. I personally wouldn't, just because of the glowbacks, right? I don't have the arrows up anymore, but I had put arrows up earlier saying that I would watch for a rejection of the 3328 area, so. Yeah, Zero dead pops. I don't know, man. Who knows? It's hard to say now. It's kind of like hindsight's 2020, right? I don't know. Maybe options preview for futures, but yeah, we could watch to see what the NQ does here. Do we break above glowbacks? See what we do. You ever trade futures options? I don't even know what that is. I don't trade SMT divergence, so I can't really speak to that one, my friend. Yeah, 1 HP. That's exactly why I stopped trading options. Like, why I moved over to futures is because of that. The New York session just isn't ideal for me. That double top on gold, not too shabby, man. Not too shabby. Nice 1R gold trade off the double top. I don't do Forex because I don't understand it, and from what I've been told, it sounds very unregulated as well, so... Any chance you get sell? Get sell? Are you talking about the NQ? You want a short? Short NQ? Is that what you're saying? Right now, I would not short this this trend push. I'd wait, to be honest. Are you trading cattle right now, big boy? What's the ticker for cattle? What is the ticker for cattle? Oh, wow. This is so weird. I mean, looks like you're doing well, my friend. Looks like you're doing well on that. HE lean hog. What the heck is that, guys? What do you guys have me trading here? What do you guys want me to trade here, guys? What is this, dude? The 2-minute chart looks like a freaking pixelated video game. I don't trade ES, Dr. Perto. I only do the NQ, my friend. Y'all crazy. You want me to full port cattle later on? All right. You got to remind me later on. Is that NQ question for me, philosopher? I started off with NQ. There was really no other reason. First time I hopped onto futures, I was recommended to trade futures. Trade NQ, and I started learning trading it. So after I got used to it, I just didn't want to pivot away from it, to be honest. Imperium, as long as the breaking up was not a negative emotional drawdown, then power to you, my friend. Otherwise, don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Y'all, you guys are trading some wild stuff, guys. Okay, good. Good for you, Imperium. 22 more thumbs up, gang. 22 more thumbs up. Let's get it. Ron? Yeah, I know. I don't remember the guy's name. Hey, Joshin. What's going on, man? How you doing? Hard to resist FOMO here. Jane Bond, what are you FOMOing about? Logging NQ, or?
Yeah, you know what it is, philosopher, for me? I just know, like I've remembered now like what the points represent for NQ, what the points recommend for gold. I've gotten used to the behavior of how the candles form. So like for me to switch over to ES would just be like, ugh, too much complication. Like I've always been happy with like two tickers at a time. That's why even when I traded options, I traded SPY and I traded Tesla, and that was it. So
Cool, man. Cool. Always good to have you, Josh. Yeah, for NQ, I would want a proper pullback retest of Globex for longs. Otherwise, not interested at the moment. Yeah, Imperium. I don't know if you were in the chat yesterday when the guy was talking about that. Oh no, my bad. Did that happen just like now, or when did that happen, man? Sorry to hear, man. That's brutal. Because people buy the hype of Tesla, man. Elon himself. Billy, I don't. I trade the same no matter what. Obviously, other than evals. If I'm trading evals, I'm a little bit more like aloof, but. I know that a lot of people have been looking at oil correlation for NQ, but I personally don't monitor oil. Trading milk futures, my man. What in the world? Why use prop firm? Is that a question for me, philosopher? Yeah, gee, that was a big spike up. I would say why not? Makes no sense not to take advantage of prop firms, to be honest. The leverage of capital to multiply your R multiple is insane, right? So you get to learn in an environment that's more cost effective than using your own money. Dr. Berto, take it easy, man. Get some rest. Thanks for hopping on the stream, man. Nah, Ron G is Ron G. Those are two different names, man. Do you know what shenanigans tries TBT with that almost pro plus accounts? Do you know what shenanigan tries TBT with that almost pro plus? Daniel, what? Sorry, can you retype that question? I don't really fully understand that question. the question of what is the strategy. I know I almost answered this almost every stream a couple times at a time, but I price action, my friend. Price action, levels, bar by bar, market structure. I use indicators, VWAP, EMAs, extra conviction, that type of deal. I have preferred chart patterns here and there as well. I always find that that question is a very loaded question because it's not as simple as me just saying I trade the orb. You know, there's a lot of things that go behind my trading, so unfortunately, it's not as easy as just saying a one word thing. So hopefully that helps. Oh, Daniel. Oh, yeah, you're talking about that. I saw that too. I think it's because there's a lot of people who try to full port on TPT, especially with daily payouts. I think they're, I don't know. That's what their gist of it is, anyways. No problem. I know what you're talking about. TPT's going to monitor people on live accounts who have poor consistency. Yeah, I mean, that's fair, man. I mean, it's their live capital, right? So if they want to manage their traders better, then power to them, man. AXP, so close, eh? So close. I mean, honestly, making 10K in one day is not easy. So I would question how one achieves 10K in one day. Because I would imagine your trading behavior probably isn't the best if you're able to do that in a single day. But yeah, I mean, you're going to get moved to Pro Plus immediately. It's not bad. I mean, Pro Plus, technically speaking, from a benefit perspective, you get no intraday trailing drawdown. It's 90% profit split instead of 80. But you're just on the live market, so you have to pay for your own fees and all that type of stuff. I can't really compare it, to be honest, Haley. I don't trade Forex, so I'm not sure spread comparisons there. Jesse James. I don't honestly, for me, I just don't trade. After I cap out with him, I just move on to another prop. I don't really go through the complications of trying to create LLCs in other countries and stuff like that. Like I'm an entrepreneur at my core, so trading is a nice craft to have and make money, but it's not something that I would like, go out of my way in life to make things inconvenient just to make something like that work, especially when there's so many prop firms in the space. And in the worst comes to worst, if I got in the unlikely chance that I got maxed out with every single prop firm, I would just go back to trading options again. Oh, we have 350 likes. Sweet. I'll start the giveaway, gang. All right, give me 1 second here. Where's that thingy? All right, guys. Giveaway. I'm going to start the bot here, guys. All right, there you go, guys. Fire away. I'm going to short two again. Just cuz. Good luck, guys. Let's see if I get stopped out or PT hits before this giveaway is done. Oil is really melting off there. Three seconds left here, guys. All right, we're gonna announce the winners of this second account giveaway. John Lincoln, 1977, my man. Proof of life. Are you there, my friend? Proof of life. John Lincoln, are you there? I will give my man John Lincoln. Oh, yeah, there you are. Cool. All right. Hit me a DMs on Instagram, and I will send you the code, friend. Congratulations. Our next giveaway will be 450 thumbs up if we can get there. We have about 24 minutes to make that happen, gang. Gold is really holding this channel right now. I definitely would be open to shorts here, to be honest. This channel is holding pretty strong. We are putting in higher lows right now as we're kind of trending up here. Give me a second here. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Oops. Like right now on gold, I'll change this too. It's like a rising wedge right now. So we got a triple top here on gold. I do see why that would short trade would look good, to be honest. J Cap, that is OG, man. I mean, I technically that's not OG, but it's revised OG. I haven't played Pokemon in so long, man. I missed the game. Good times, man. Good times. Let's see us break that wedge, guys. Jane Bond, you might be on the wrong contract. If you're having issues with gold, could just be on the wrong contract, my friend. Yeah, I know, crazy. Hold on, I'm just gonna be right back, guys. I just gotta grab something. Give me a second. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, sorry, guys. What are we looking at here? Oh, gold's making a nice push down off that triple top. Testing the 4541 level right now on gold. 1R would have been had already up here. Even if you took the trade a little bit lower, 1R would have been had, so 1R would have been safe. Balancing up the level. One R as in one risk. Whatever you're risking, you're targeting the same amount of profit. How are we doing on the NQ anyways right now? Still just chilling around. I see, I see. I know. Which prop firms do you guys like the most, by the way, gang? I'm kind of curious. Well, right now we're holding the level right now, so it can be a little tough here. This level bounce would make you wonder if you're going to be able to get long here, but that triple top gave us that short. Basically, when you look at like patterns like this wedge or whatever, right? If you want us to not continue down, you'd want us to close back within the wedge again so that we can see if we can keep going higher. Otherwise, I can see us rejecting the outer rim of this wedge for a continuation down. So kind of like this. Like I can see that playing out. We are holding a level right now though, so this might be the bounce. Hark? Yeah, I did, man. I posted it on my Instagram actually. Lucid, Tradeify, TPT, live account, Tradeify. Yeah, I mean, in the end of the day, the props that you trade with is more so just amount comes down to the rules, right? The rules that will affect your ability to manage your trades, right? That's usually what it comes in. That and then also payout speed. See how fast they can be. The funded traders. Yeah, Lucid. I have to say, I've tried a lot of prop rooms over my trading career, and I would put Lucid up there. Definitely is one of the better ones out there, no doubt. Funded Next, huh? Not too shabby. I don't like that Funded Next doesn't do a lot of deals though. They do run deals, but not as often as others. You've only gotten payouts from Apex. I know that's gonna. I was gonna say I know that's a controversial one for many people. 15-minute gold chart. Yeah, let's see if this 5-minute can close bearish as well. Maybe we actually get a little bit more continuation here. Big boy, yeah, I am, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get stopped out soon here on NQ. Getting close. Gold looks like it's kind of starting to pop off here as well. What's oil doing actually? off here. On NQ, undesirable, man, undesirable. I'll tell you right now, if I was trading my funded right now, I would not really be trading much of this. Actually, I would avoid all this price action, all considered, because right now I'm trading my alpha future evals that I just purchased. But yeah, I would not be trading my funded through this. Like, the price action is not desirable, in my personal opinion. Larger time frame bias on NQ for me is that we go higher. I wanted a break and retest of Globex. We never really got that. Have a good night, Ali. Always good to have you, man. Yeah, maybe, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Right now, I'm like, when you look at the prior New York session as well, we had quite a bit of resistance up here. Other than the high here. So the fact that we're holding here is no surprise. I mean, I have my stop loss here just because of like the amount of risk I have. Normally I probably would have risked above the wick here, but I'm going to leave it as is. Either way, I would say undesirable price action though. A big part of being a trader is knowing when to like veer off and not take a trade. And this is a good example of it. You wouldn't want to burn physical, psychological, anything like that on this. Oh, there it got stopped out. 0 for 2, man. 0 for 2. What's gold doing right now? We are about, what is it, 9 minutes away until London opens. I really, you know what, I really want to get you guys that one last account. Let's see if we can get to 400 thumbs up, guys. That's just 13 more likes. and we'll get you guys there. That'll be the third account giveaway of the night. If you're talking about the other one earlier, no. There's a free trial for it, but it's not free, though. And it's not my indicator. I just want to make sure you know that. I didn't develop it or anything like that.
For I believe the one who truly understands and would know what to say to Obito is you, his friend, Kakashi.
Nice, Zach. Way to go, man. Love it.
For I believe the one who truly understands and would know what to say to Obito is you, his friend.
Solid, man. Solid trade.
Kakashi.
Ibrahim, if you've won before, then unfortunately you can't win another one. Oh, if you've never won before, then... Sorry, why did you ask the question the way that you did? Can I get an account? I have one. Oh, you have none. Sorry, I thought you said you have one. I was like, what? Internet clips. Let's go. Let's get your longs, man. Get your longs. No, I wouldn't short this right guy. Not a goal anyways. Oh, nice. Let's do the bot. We got another one going here. We hit 400 thumbs up. Alright, you guys know the drill, gang. There you go. Bot's live.
2 minutes left until this giveaway's up. If you guys have typed it in once, you guys don't have to keep spamming it, guys. Just so you guys know. Spamming it doesn't increase your chances in any way. $15 seconds left till the giveaway's up. All right, gang. Let's see who the winner is. Spoof Troops. Spoof Troops, are you there? You are the winner of this giveaway. All right. All right, Spoof Troop, just hit up my DMs, man. Hit up my DMs and I'll send you the code. London's opening up right now, guys. Ron, what did you want me to full port again? Hogs. Hogs. Which one's that? That's this one, right? Is this? No, that's cattle. This is hogs. All right. We're gonna full port. According to the chat, we're gonna full port. What is this even worth? I don't even know what the points are worth. Yo, man, I don't think hogs is moving fast enough, man. Ron. This is moving so slow, dude. I'm gonna be sitting here for another hour. Abraham, what do you mean by the question? If good setups present themselves, I'll totally use my funded. I'm not gonna use my funded during price action. That's not necessarily the best. Yeah, I think full porting NQ makes more sense. As much as I want to do hogs, it's too slow, man. Alright, I'm full porting longs.
There's no point for a stop loss. It's do or die, guys. It's do or die. I actually don't use dynamic R too much, Brian. I don't. Full ported longs, full ported shorts. May the best man win, guys. May the best man win. I can't zoom in on the P&L, guys. This is it. I don't know how to make this thing larger. Just drag chatting up and select an open window. Yeah, I don't know how to make this screen share zoom in, because I can zoom in the chart as much as I want, but it doesn't make the P&L any bigger. So Ibrahim, I don't know why you keep sending the same message over and over again and retracting your message over and over and over again. Come on, don't short ES. If you short ES, you're going against me, man. No, I don't, Steel. This is literally my third night of doing it. I did it like 2 nights ago because someone in the chat asked me to do it, and I did it, and I've done it 2 nights now, so I figured I might as well do it for one more night before the weekend's here. I don't know, man. This full port doesn't look like it's going good for me. Doesn't look good for me, guys. We're failing to break that channel. This failed breakout here, and now we're holding beneath it as well. This Globex is the last thing that can save me. Otherwise, I'm dead in the water, guys. Not looking good, guys. Need a bounce here. I need a bounce. Nope, this is a eval that I'm full porting. I would never full port a cash account like this. That'd be wild. That's wild. Yeah, I don't know how you fall asleep trading with your own money. I'm sorry. Hogs might have been faster. I don't know, man. Nah, man. Hogs hasn't even moved. If you're a brand new trader, Benjamin, I would say Lucid. Lucid has no resubscription fee on their accounts. They're pretty value driven. Code RAKE, I think, gives you about like 40% off or 50% off right now still if you've never traded with them before. And their prop rules, if you get the flex plans, they're the easiest plans to trade with. Top 3 firms, probably for me, it's like Lucid, Take Profit Trader. I don't think there's anything else. What else would I say? Tradify probably would be the other one. And that's just based on my trading experience as well, right? There's probably other prop firms that I haven't touched before. They might be better, but Oh, this is the Naruto soundtrack, my man. It's Japanese. Close it, take the hit. Why would I close it? This is a full port trade. It's a boom or bust. There's no manual closing here, guys. Well, Apex is good too. Person asked me top 3 though, so. Top Step, I would say, with all the changes with their rules, I definitely don't put them up there anymore. They used to be really, really good. Naruto. Not even a question. It's Naruto. Seems that way, man. It seems that way. But man, if it's gonna hit my stop or blow the account, do it already, man. Yeah, if this doesn't blow in the next 6 minutes, man, I gotta hawk up, man. I got an early start tomorrow. Oh, there you go. I lost my streak of full porting, guys. All right, gang. Hope you guys trade safe for the rest of London session and that you guys do well tomorrow. It is the end of week. Honestly, if you guys are in a position where, you know what, you might be 1 day away from getting a payout or 1 day from passing, don't force any trades between now and tomorrow, man. Like, just take a look at it. If there's a setup, take it. If there's no setup, just avoid it, right? I may take trades while you guys are doing giveaways or whatever it may be, but if you think about it, none of the setups have been really that great tonight, to be honest, on NQ. Gold actually probably was the better trade, even though there was ranging, but at least there were very predictable ranges that you could have traded within. So anyways, just my 2 cents, guys. You guys trade safe, though. I will be back on stream again on Sunday, so catch you guys, man. Have a great night.